Everyone's talking about the Suicide Squad just being cast, including Will Smith as Deadshot. The only thing that he should be shooting is b-ball down by the school. Meanwhile, we're talking about the Savage Dragon. Welcome to Meanwhile, the show that introduces you to the world of comics and connects it to the shows and games you already know and love. My name's Nathan Fadre. Let's get started. I bet you're wondering who the hell Savage Dragon is. Well, let's see if this one jogs your memory.
He had no memory of his past. I helped him find an identity and a life. Now we have a fighting chance.
Who the hell is Savage Dragon?
I don't know what this is.
This is exactly what the folks over at comicbook.com asked us to help you with. For those of you guys who don't know, comicbook.com is one of the premier sites to keep you up to date with the comics genre in film, print, and games. They asked us to help you figure out who the hell is Savage Dragon.
So tell us, Nathan, tell us!
I will! The city of Chicago is in pretty big trouble. In the comic, not in real life. In real life, I hear it's a hell of a town. Anywho, Chicago is overrun by super freaks. They're superpowered bad guys from a criminal organization called the Vicious Circle. The police are outmanned and outgunned. So, when they find a huge green dude with a fin on his head and no memory of where he comes from, naked in a burning field, what do? They do the only logical thing.
Arrest him for public indecency?
Nope, they make him a cop and name him Dragon.
That's not what happened to me when I was found naked in a burning field.
The Savage Dragon was created by writer-artist Erik Larsen when he was 10 years old. But it wasn't until 1992, when he and several other creators left Marvel and DC to form Image Comics, that the character truly debuted. It is the only original Image Comics character still being done by its creator, and is the longest-running American full-color comic book with a single artist-writer. This means a couple things. Number one, Erik Larsen has a thing for big green dudes with fins. Hey, we all have our preferences, right? Me! The whole series takes place in real time. It's been running for 22 years. So the original hero of the story is now in his 50s, and the lead of the story has been taken over by his son Malcolm, who wasn't even alive when it started. See, unlike heroes from Marvel and DC who are constantly stuck in their early 30s, things change over time in this book. So, in 40 more years, there might be issues where we only see him playing shuffleboard at the retirement home. Over the years, Dragon has fought many crazy villains, from Overlord, original leader of the Vicious Circle, to Universo, a giant planet-eating villain, and Mr. Glum, a warlord from Dimension X, who, unfortunately, is only a little over a foot tall in our world. So he ends up being kept as a pet for a while by Angel, Dragon's adopted daughter. Perhaps his greatest villain? Himself. Oh my, that's deep. Turns out, the reason that Dragon has no memory was he was actually an evil emperor named Kerr, who was despised by his own people. He was mind-wiped and then ditched here on our planet. Thanks, aliens! He's also teamed up with some pretty unusual partners, including the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Barack Obama. Thanks, Obama! Currently, Dragon is in prison facing the death penalty for killing thousands when his memory of being Kerr accidentally resurfaced after years of amnesia. His son Malcolm is now the star of the book and continues the proud tradition of helping out the Chicago PD and battling such evil villains as Dart, the new leader of the Vicious Circle. She's also the babysitter of Malcolm and his sorta sister Angel, bringing a whole new meaning to the saying, "The babysitter is trying to kill me."
I've literally never heard that saying.
Okay, you could obviously start at the beginning with the first trade paperback, Baptism of Fire. And for you completists, that's the way to go. You're actually gonna see the first introduction of the character and see him on fire. But you know what? That's a lot of comics to be reading. The easiest place to get up to speed quickly is the trade paperback Savage Dragon, A New Beginning, out December 10th, 2014 at comic book shops, and then December 23rd everywhere else. It really shifts the focus to Malcolm, the son of the original Dragon. It's a great introduction to the world, with Malcolm facing problems like dealing with his popularity as a hero, and the day-to-day problems that brings him. It's funny, fast-paced, and just the right amount of batshit crazy. It's here! It came out yesterday, December 10th, 2014, issue 200. Again, the status quo changes. Larsen is famous for writing himself into corners just to challenge himself and his characters. And this issue continues that tradition with some pretty shocking changes, including one moment with Malcolm's adopted sister Angel that will have you going, what? Now that you know who the hell is Savage Dragon, make sure to subscribe so you'll know every Thursday when a new episode comes out, and feel free to add any story suggestions that you love in the comments section below. Meanwhile, we're still wondering what Chris was doing naked in that burning field.
Research.
Chris, that doesn't make sense. You can't. It doesn't make sense.
I totally buy that, actually. Okay.
Research for what?
You should see his thesis paper.